Hello and welcome. Something a little different for you today. The Ford versus Ferrari Championship is ongoing, as I'm sure you know, and part of that championship is not just races, but time trial events as well. Think of them a little bit like rally stages. First time trial is running for 2 weeks. People just hop on the server and set their fastest lap, and it's at Clermont-Ferrand, one of the most exhilarating tracks I've driven at for quite some time. There is minimal margin for error, which is why it lends itself perfectly to a time trial event, as you can have as many goes as you like without having to worry about other racers or upsetting anybody else. So, we're here, about to start my flying lap. I've currently got the fastest lap, a 3:21 dead pretty much, and I wanted to show you how it's done. We don't use any driving aids, it is all heel and toe, and we're in the beautiful orange GT40. Okay, so I'm going to leave the info up at the top of the screen displayed because it does show you gear and things like that, so it gives you an idea of what I might be doing. We're going to go for the in-car view to start off with, and I'll try and tell you what I'm trying to do as we go through the lap, and then I'll switch to an external view and I'll go quiet and you can watch that if you're still tuned in. Okay, here we go. We're going up right to the end of the lap, around the last corner, trying to keep it as tight as possible to get that speed carried through, and it's a very good exit. Over the start finish line, turn one, briefly in third gear before going on to second to go through turn one. I'm powering out for a really good exit. A few straights on the track, just into fourth gear, and 140-ish miles an hour down to third. Rubbing the brakes, trying not to let the car go too deep. Feathering the throttle, powering out. This jink left again requires throttle feathering to avoid the rear stepping out. Over the crest and into fourth gear, little lift. Keep it tight. Down the hill, tempting to keep the throttle nailed, but you need to lift it a little bit because here is one of the trickiest braking zones. Braking, and down into second gear. Just about managing to keep the car in check throughout. Gently powering out, staying in second gear. We never hit, I don't think we hit fifth gear, though we might later in the lap, we'll have to see. Boosting to third, back to second, keeping it tight. Gives us a better exit speed for this left hand corner. Plenty of cut on this apex now. Now into a tricky right, left section. Another left hand, then a right corner coming up. Good to keep the flow going, don't push too hard. Very nice indeed. Briefly in fourth gear, then back to third, and lifting and feathering the throttle, then braking and keeping it tight, powering out. Lifting and keeping left so that we don't have to slow down too much for this right-hander. Very tricky corner, but we made it. Lifting and feathering all the way through. Powering up now, fourth gear. Over the crest. Keeping it tight, lifting early. We could keep power on, but if you do, you'll never make this right-hander. Staying in fourth gear, we might hit fifth gear if we're lucky. I don't think we do though. Very difficult braking, very sideways. We're lucky to hold on to it, but we do. And back down to second gear. Good line through there, powering out. Through the sequence, throttle nailed the whole way. Braking heavily now for this second gear left-hander. The steering looks a little bit notchy because this is a replay file. That's what happens in replays. Staying in second, braking hard. Tight right-hander towards the end of the lap now. Just 30 seconds to go. Feeding the power in. Keep going. Important not to go too deep here because it loses all your speed. Lot of throttle feathering through this corner. Again, staying tight, but that means we can go quicker through this left-hander. The final corner, again, trying to focus on keeping it tight so we can power out. Wasn't as good as we wanted, but still a very good lap. And over the line we go. Now let's quickly try and rewind that, and then we'll show you the replay from external camera view. Let's see if we can do that fairly easily through this. There we go. There, and let's get to the external camera. I think that's towards the end of the lap. A little bit. Yes, it is. We go quiet now and let you enjoy the video from external camera. Be up to the flying lap any moment. Enjoy.